Hello, Ray Phoenix here. Welcome to Philosoma Part 4 Finale. This is the fourth and final part of Philosoma on the PS1. We are now heading into the stronghold of the Philosoma virus, the parasite or whatever you call it. You see, the place is pretty much infested with the bugs from Centipede, because Centipede very much had an influence on this game, probably, considering how many bug-like villains are in this game. Then again, a lot of the other games had bug-like villains in them. And that's all they seem to have here right now, because then apparently they could shoot some sort of homing plasma ball at us. And there's also birds down here too, as you can clearly see, using some kind of bird-like thing. And then there's those other enemies below. We can like destroy them for bombs, but I don't want to waste a bomb right now, because these bombs are very, important. So you see you're flying closer in right now. And so, yeah, it's just more smooth sailing, more sit back, relax, just shoot at stuff on the screen, and yeah, that's pretty much how you get through this final level. There's not much thinking in it. They already made us clear out our brains in phase 2, so now it's time to get— ooh, I missed some shield upgrade. I missed some of the shield pacifier things. So yeah, that's pretty much all there's left to do. Just casually sitting back and, use a bomb whenever you want to there, but you should really save them. There's those other things too, the things that seem to be clipped onto the background thing. They seem to shoot, the weapons stuff at you. See, like, it shot some— oh, look, we've got some missiles. I'm probably gonna lose it soon. Soon you get killed, you lose all your weapon upgrades. But at least you start where you left off, so that's good. So if you have a lot of lives saved up, it could help you beat bosses, unlike an R-type, because with an R-type, saving up a lot of lives doesn't really help you beat bosses. But thankfully, this is an R-type. And so, yeah, it's just the same old. What more is there to talk about? Well, the main character in this game kind of reminds me a bit of Adi Gallia from Star Wars, the Clone Wars and Star Wars Episodes 1, 2. But now you see here, we come across the most generous enemies in the history of video game enemies ever. These enemies are super generous, super caring, and they're super thoughtful. Sure, they try to kill you, but if you kill them, look at that, it's got a 1-up. That guy gave me a 1-up. There's another one here too. Gotta shoot him down, shoot down the other two here. They're pretty powerful, but if you use a Vulcan cannon, you can throw me— look at that. That one gave me a power-up, an item power, which I think gave me some more points, some more score, which could easily lead to some more health, some more life, more lives, or stock as they call this game. There's got another life. You can see number 1-up. See, I have more stock now. They use the term stock like they do in the Super Smash Bros. Games. I think it's kind of interesting. Stock this on your stock, or stock then this, stock that. Woodstock. I think there was a game called Stock something, or there was— or no, I'm thinking about Boxman, sorry, I'm thinking about that game, Boxman, that game that came with the very first MP4 player I ever owned. I got the very first MP4 player I ever owned for Christmas back in 2006. I remember it came with a game called Boxman on it. It was some game where you have to push boxes into the certain parts, and I remember its battery didn't last very long, and I don't have this thing anymore because battery sucks. I actually had 4 MP3 or MP4 players over the course of my time. I got another one 2 years later. Someone bought me another one. It looks like a USB memory stick, and it had a lot of games on it that you could play on PC. And I installed a game called Starship Troopers on the PC, and now it's stuck on my Windows 10 computer, and I can't get it off of there. It's like trying to get rid of cockroaches, trying to get rid of Starship Troopers. I heard Starship Troopers isn't that great of a movie anyways, but somehow it's stuck on my computer. And I also had Insane Aquarium Deluxe. I thought Insane Aquarium Deluxe is going to kind of be like, that game like that, like Feeding Frenzy or something like that, but actually, no, it's not. It's actually more like— what's it more like? It's more like that, I don't know, it's like a simulation game kind of thing, but with fish in a pet store, in a pet store. The fish tank gets to save them from aliens that want to kill them for some reason. Why do aliens want to kill fish? I don't know, that's beyond me. There's all sorts of, it's a fun overall. I also had a demo for Alien Abduction on there. I'll probably make a video of that eventually. And then there's Lego Racers PC demo. I don't really need to make a video of that, because I already made a video of the first cup on the N64 for what my N64 ROM allowed me to have, if you recall, where I talked like a Speed Racer character for the whole video. And then there's— what else was there? And, yeah, and also there was some, there was Duke Nukem on there, but I can't seem to get it to work. There's Windows 3.1 games on there, so that— I had a demo for Shadows of the Empire, but I already made a video of that Shadows of the Empire demo about 1.5 years ago, in Christmas of 2018, if you guys recall. And that's when I told the story of the time I got the Star Wars original trilogy, the original theatrical versions on DVD, That was fun times, wasn't it? And then there was also there's also a lot of music on that MP3 player of mine too. And I also had a pink MP3 player, one that looked very girly. I don't know why my dad bought me a girly MP3 player, but he did. And then my more recent MP3 player was my Kobe one, the one that had 4 gigabytes on it. It didn't have any games or any fun stuff on it, but it had 4 gigabytes of data on it, which 4 gigabytes is actually quite a lot for an MP3 player. Most of the ones I had before were only like 1 gigabyte, maybe not even. Remember back when a gigabyte was a lot of data? Remember back in those days? When something that when you buy a small thing that has a gigabyte of storage, and it's like, whoa, this has 1 gig! That's a lot of storage! I could put my whole life's worth of data on there. Nah, that's nothing now. It's just like a grain of sand compared to what some of the new hard drives are. I have a 2 terabyte Seagate backup drive. I put a lot of my data on. I feel like personal data. And it's trying to get full. I need to buy another one soon. But I have a lot of animation stuff there. I kind of need one if you're an animator, and if you're a video maker, it's a very valuable thing to have. So we're going to come across one of the last bosses of the game right now, in the green sea. As you can see here, the sea of green, like in the Yellow Submarine song or something like that. I don't know why, there's just something about Yellow Submarine and Jumping Flash in this game. I don't know, it's almost like there's some sort of like hidden message or some sort of like hidden relation between those games, or movies, or the Yellow Submarine movie is one of my favorite animated movies. It's really fun. It has a lot of classic Beatles songs in it. It has impossible to dodge those blast things. Well, yes, I told you it's impossible to dodge them. So I'm just gonna wait for it to come up there. It's revealing its weak spot. Its weak spot is best hit with the Vulcan cannon. And see here, the Vulcan cannon, which is my favorite weapon. And you could use those bomb things. See me use. You can use it to destroy what it shoots at me. See, it shoots those blue laser things at me. If you use a bomb, it could completely cancel out the blue laser things. See, like what I just did right there. See, like how the blue lasers made a lot of them gone. There, so that kind of saved me some trouble a little bit. I only have one more bomb left, but it looks like he's starting to fail. He's starting to. I have no more shield left. I might as well use my last bomb. I think he's about dead. Or nearly dead. But those leech things he shoots, these things that look like leeches, those could just get killed off easy. And yeah, I might have a few more bombs left. I think he's just about dead. Or will be dead soon. He's on his last legs. He's trying to do all hard. It's kind of like in that Flash Sonic game I played years back, where you have to fight Dr. Robotnik in some kind of robot mech thing. And then once you get his health very low, he starts to play harder on you or something like that, because he knows that I shouldn't be toying around with you anymore. You're going to defeat me. Remember when Flash Sonic games were big? There were a lot of Flash Sonic games back in the day. Or back when Flash games in general were big. Do people even still play those Flash games? Like those free online games you could play on, Flash games. People still play those? Are those still a thing? I don't know, I don't really see those around much anymore. So that thing I'm shooting at is Philosoma. That's Philosoma. That's the main villain of this game. That's the core of this entire game. The reason why we've been going through so much trouble right now. We're inside the anatomy of some weird, bizarre creature. Some, fertilization place. Keep saying fertilization complete, or fertilization. This guy has to fertilize the Philosoma egg, or whatever that thing's called. Just using some bombs to mine up, and just shooting at the... Keep saying fertilization, because we're in some sort of fertilization center. It would be, if you'd be in heaven right now if you had a thing for people saying fertilization. But if you hate fertilization, then you're in hell right now if you hate fertilization, or people saying fertilization, 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 fertilization. What's so great about fertilization anyways? About being fertile, like what? Is this a sperm donor clinic or someplace like that? There, I destroyed it. Or I think I destroyed it. Oh crap, they said fertilization complete. Looks like those things that look like, I'm not gonna say it, we're heading towards the core of the... We're heading towards the core of the Philosoma. We're trying to escape. I think we escape. I have to fly down. It would be fun to actually... Nah, what am I talking about? That would suck if we just play through this part. I think it works better as a cutscene. That's one of the few times I'm actually glad this game has a lot of cutscenes. Most of them are kind of dull and boring, though, considering in fact takes away from the gameplay time.
What in the hell?
He said, what the hell? That's right, you heard correctly. He said, what the hell? Yeah, and this game's rated KA, and they said, what the hell, and apparently they are allowed to swear. And KA-rated games, and that was a problem for Shadow the Hedgehog years later. I guess Shadow the Hedgehog wasn't the first time they could say damn or hell or things like that in, E or E10 rated games.
Final report. Philosoma fertilization completed. Mission accomplished. Multiplication and behavior of humans essential for increased fertilization. Entering the next stage. Over and out.
And so that's the end of the game. That's right, that's how the game ends. Philosoma takes over the world pretty much. Everyone gets infected by the Philosoma parasite, and we're the only ones left. There's supposed to be a sequel, but it only got released in Japan as an RPG on the PS2 years later. And I don't really think anyone cared about this game to begin with, so yeah, it's kind of, ooh, special guest star. Never saw someone ever. Rika Takashi, or Takashi, or how you say it. Never heard of them before. Special guest? Wonder what makes him a special guest. Usually use that term for TV shows when a special guest performer comes on. But hey look, it's assistant director Koji Tada, the same guy who directed Jumping Flash. I think a lot of the people that worked on Jumping Flash worked on this game, as I said earlier, so that's not really much of a surprise. So we're just gonna have to sit for this funky music, this bizarre funky music, and listening to the bizarre funky, looking at the names and the credits, things like that. Again, paying respects to those who worked for this game. It's actually good I show the credits to acknowledge the fact that all these people helped give us the entertainment that was delivered here by yours truly, Ray Phoenix. So yeah, if you wouldn't mind telling me in the comments, have you heard of this game before? If you saw my videos of it before I brought it up at all, have you ever heard of this game before me? I'd like to know that, to be honest. Then again, I doubt very many people will comment on that at all, on the count of very few people ever watch my videos, but you never know. I mean, like, I wonder how people think of YouTube in 100 billion years from now. Will people still have YouTube in 100 billion years from now? Will people still be watching the videos people upload 100 billion years from now? No, if humankind is still alive for whatever reason, it's going to live somewhere else. They're going to evolve far beyond the point where we need, YouTube or stuff like that, or computers, or anything electronic. Maybe that's what Philosoma's goal was. Maybe Philosoma's goal was to rid the world of technology, to rid the world of people. Maybe it's making the universe right, because maybe we weren't meant to exist, and that's why Philosoma's out there to correct history. It makes sense in real life, considering how much bad stuff goes on in real life. It makes sense to have Philosoma and something like that, but I don't know how the universe of this game is. It's fiction. I mean, since when did real-life logic ever apply to fiction? Real-life logic almost never applies to fiction. It's a known fact. It's a fact that real-life facts don't apply to fiction. Yeah, exactly. So we're just gonna have to sit through more of these boring credits for a bit. Oh, I thought this had Shigeru Miyamoto for a sec. But what, Shigeru Miyamoto worked on this game? No, he didn't. Probably wouldn't work on his competitors' games. See, look right there, 1995, Sony Computer Entertainment Inc. See, this is what I mean. Some sources say this game came out in 1996. YouTube says it came out in 1995. Just right there, it said 1995. The title screen says 1995, and now it's showing the US staff credits. Perry Rogers is the producer of this game. He also worked in the production of the original Ape Escape and the Spyro games. So he's someone you should thank for that, and so some of those other people listed there. And so, yeah, that's pretty much the end of this game. It's Ray Phoenix, signing out.